they're painted up, or primed I should say. Got a little bit to wait. This one came out a little wavy, not too bad, but overall pretty good. That door came out pretty nice. But yeah, we'll scuff it and smooth it out a little bit, and maybe do another coat of primer. Just try and get some of the hoop-de-doos out of it, but overall not too bad. Pretty pleased about it. Like I said, I got a little waiting to do. I got my jacket air conditioner going. So I was actually going to do a little work on this here transmission. It looks like that could be the right one. Pretty sure that's the one. Yep, that's that. That's that. If I do recall, so that goes like that. Fully fits. Beautiful. Flip that over. Now, this should be this. Should have a new one, which I do, because Bob's the freaking man. No way am I a professional transmission builder, so I'm definitely about to demonstrate that. And anything you see done here, don't do it, because I suck at this. But this will give you, these pliers are not my favorite for this. I am by no means a professional, but I've been in a couple different transmissions, rebuilt a couple, and they still kind of function, so I'll get that going for me. Like I said, these pliers aren't totally the right. Come on, bud. Wow. I didn't know I was going to have to time-lapse the snap ring.
3 days later.
Now, the interesting little retainer that I didn't quite understand to begin with. I'm guessing. It's quite simple, actually. It's in the groove. Snap ring, that's that. Snap ring, then retainer, then snap ring, bearing, big retainer, bolts, gear, snap ring. That snap ring, the outer one's going to be a real treat because I've got to lift up on the main shaft while I try and put that on. So yeah, Wish me luck on that one. You know what I gotta do? I gotta figure out how I can glue that magnet back on. Honestly, I don't really feel good about it. I think I'm gonna leave it out because I don't know that I can find the right glue that's gonna make me feel good about putting that magnet in there. And I'd really hate to have it bounce up and just wreck everything over a stupid magnet. So I'm all set. I'm not putting it back in. While I'm doing this, I'm being ultra careful. I should have some gloves on, but I'm far too stupid for that. But all these machined edges are just razor sharp. So blah blah. Assembly lubricator. Ooh, fun. Goes on like that. Those will get lined up. Torque down to all the foot-pounds. Which bolts go there? Who knows? Those. This is how I clean them. All set. Ta-da! And I do have a super crazy method how I like to torque these.
I'm not a stupid fucking idiot, I know.
Don't worry about it, it's all set. Now, as I said, to get this clip to catch on that, I've got to dive into the box with my pry bar and hope the good Lord Jesus is kind to me today. Sweet baby Jesus.
Dear Lord baby Jesus, or as our brothers to the south call you, Jesus, we thank you so much for this bountiful harvest of dominoes.
That should be that. If I can. Start it. Obviously it's not in the groove just yet. But when I get it close enough, I could hopefully tap down on it and get to catch. Oh. Somebody's looking out for me up there. Now for my next trick, I will be cleaning and installing these counter shafts. And they've already got timing marks, so that's one less thing I have to do. These, all you have to do is locate the ones with the pin pricks and mark them. I don't believe there's a mark on this lower gear. I don't think you can screw that up. I'm sure I can try. I don't think this one was even marked. Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't think you'd ever be able to put it together wrong. Well, lubrication never hurt anybody. I'm not putting much, because I mean, it really doesn't even need it. This thing's gonna be sloshing out all kind of oil, but it just makes me feel better. That clunking you hear is just the sliding clutches inside the main box, because it's just trying to pop down into gear with gravity. Try and line these up, because those are my actual timing marks that I'm going to need to pay attention to once I try and put the rest of this crap together. I got some new bushings for this thing because those are like smoked. I showed that in one of my last videos, but those are hammered, so I'll pop those out real quick. I'm going to wire wheel this real quick, clean that up before I get to putting things together. So I'll bring you guys back in a moment once I get that done. Well, that was fun. I had some pieces outside still. They were probably dry anyway, but figured I'd bring them in. Just started downpouring. So, as you can probably see, I'm drenched completely. So, that's great. Two munged up bushings. There you go. So we've got two new ones. Nobody's business, son. This is the gear I'm gonna be installing onto this. This is your low range gear. This is double low, this is low. Okay. Get some emery paper and clean that up. It feels a lot better already. This one's definitely worse. Got one giant gouge in it.
Three days later.
That'll work. Nice and shiny. See if I can piece together. I guess Alright, I got you up on the tripod again. We're gonna see how that stupid thing works out. Your battery died, by the way. So we've got the star-shaped deal. Goes on. Give that a turn. So now you can see it's going to capture this gear on there. And I'm going to drive the two dowels back out this way. So it'll hold this thing all on the shaft. When I say shaft, I shouldn't say shaft because it's more like a hub. But, oh yeah, now I fucked it all up. We're good. I fucked it all up again. Still good. Just put it down. Don't move, you idiot. Okay, let's give that a shot. I think Bob might have taken care of me on this one. What are those, huh? I think we're gonna have to investigate. That's why I deal with my man Bob over there, because he knows I am not smart enough to do this on my own. Yep, so I've got that bottomed out. So now let's drive him back out. He gave me two new ones. Because he's the man. Yep. Those are the ones. Unbelievable. I didn't ask for those. Unreal. He just knows. Cleanliness is key. Now that's all stuck together. Simple. So this little dowel pin, there's a little hole here. It goes on like that. This nut, blue Loctite. Fully torqued. A couple pieces and parts here as far as synchros go. I believe a little assembly is required. What a freaking treat. Now if you look, I'm taking these stupid springs and putting them in here. Usually when I complain about it this much and cry, act like a big baby, things go together. Simple enough. So now, try and get you over here. I've taken it and just popped it on here. All my springs are starting to make contact with the thing. Now push down and spin. And that's assembled synchro. Now don't freaking grab it lopsided or anything like that. Just, you grab that thing, you grab it whole. Now, that goes on like that.
What the fuck was that?
I wanted to just give you a little better view of what I just did. I was putting it on backwards, trying to. So you see it's got friction material that's going to ride in here, in this drum. So as your fork clicks back and forth, it's moving this. And it's engaging one of the two positions. So if your fork clicks in, it's going to engage with this. Something's up. Yeah, it's working. So once you click your range button, what happens is this clicks over. This will grab on whatever range you're clicking into, and it will stop this gear so it doesn't grind. So that's basically the idea of the synchro. It's synchronizing the two gears when you select them. So this is over top. This is controlled by the shift fork, so when it shifts it goes in and out and it locks to that gear. I'll explain this real quick. This right here, this friction material, grabs on this outside part of this. This is your auxiliary drive gear. So once you click that synchro from high to low, that actually grabs on this, slows it down, and allows you to click into gear properly. So that's the idea behind the synchro. Dropping the 15 on there. And I've got a wash this gear a bit. This thing's kind of a disaster. Yeah, I'm about out of ether now. I've been busy inhaling it off camera. I like the taste. I like the way it makes me feel. I get to count these teeth and make some marks on that. It goes like so. Before I do that, let me count these teeth. I'm going to mark one at random. Come on, paint. $48. $48 teeth. So if you half that, we want to go to 24. That should be it. Let's try this again. This goes over here. Now, this is the bearing that went there. Come on out. Sweet. China. Nice. I bet that's gonna fucking work out sweet. We'll be doing that again. Now here's one of those times where I wish I was one of those guys with all the fancy tools in the world. But I'm not, because I'm an idiot. So, we're gonna improvise. How are we gonna do that? I don't know. Sorry, I just realized you weren't even looking over here. The sad part is that's actually working. Yeah, it's still going. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's working. Make sure I'm not driving that one on now. That is almost there. Cool. It's actually not going too bad. I'm really not hammering on it super hard. I'm just thunking it down there, and I've got the spacer on, so I'm actually just exerting all my force on the actual, what would that be, the race, I guess? I don't know. It's not like I'm actually hitting the rollers themselves or the cage or anything like that. Give it a couple good thunks and then get pretty close. Almost there. Drunk again? Man. Fucking relax, bud. Alright. We're on. It wasn't pretty, but it's done. How about this? Now, you can see that is all part of this bearing here. So this piece has to come out. And then my new bearing goes in there as well. Yeah. So I'll punch that out from the back. Kind of overkill, I know. That fit in there nice, actually. That's cool. So now that's that piece, and then it's got a bearing on the outside, and this is the new spacer. We'll pop that bad boy on since I was just slamming on this one like nobody's business. Now, believe it or not, this is ready to go together. So, I've got to get my counter shafts where I think they need to be. Now I grab the big heavy thing and try and muscle it in there and get the gears lined up without getting the synchro to fall apart. How about that, huh? Doesn't that sound like fun? Oh, I promise you it's not like... Oh yeah, and by the way, it doesn't fit in between the cover shafts, so... Okay, here's where I'm at. Kind of somewhat lined up with red over yonder. I don't know why that's sitting in there so deep. I don't know, it doesn't seem right, but we're gonna wiggle it in and see if it pops in. Good. That's timed properly.
Right.
There's still a lot of room to work.
Something else is not quite right here. So with that, folks, it's late on a Sunday night, and I'm sure the old lady's super pleased that I'm still out here fucking with this stupid pile of shit. So I'm gonna call it a night. Pick you back up tomorrow morning, bright and early. Continue to put this bitch together, then I'll sand that piece of shit. Just so I don't get more shit inside this shit, because I've already got this nice and clean, so. We'll bang this out. Bolt her all back up nice and happy with that nice cover, and I'll feel pretty good if I can clean some of this mess up. I am a dumbass. Just in case you guys didn't notice that, I am a dumbass. I am a huge dumbass. And I knew as soon as I did it, but honestly, it's nice to go for a test run anyway, but this big shift fork, I've got to put in first. It's all going to go in together. You can't just sneak it in there after. So I do have to pull that back out, but not going to happen tonight. I can tell you that. But that's where we're at. That's what it looks like. We'll see you tomorrow.
Go home to mommy.
Go home.